Hello and welcome along to another edition of Greyhound Gold. David Shorty's back for a third week. Punters, Brett Honey, how do you do, Honey man?
I'm going well, Shorty. A few winners last week. Always good to keep the momentum rolling. Hopefully we can look ahead and find a few more this week.
Absolutely. Before that, we'll go back though to last Saturday night at Cannington. It was the listed Puppy Classic final, the feature race on the program. West Onsider comes from box number 6. Has to work really hard in the early stages here to get over, but manages to do so. Gets across and zips away through that first corner. Falcon 9 rails through beautifully into second, and Mix Flash follows through as well. Down the back, and West Onsider really starts to put a gap on them. Mick Flash really working home nicely into second, but West Onsider off and gone in the concluding stages. West Onsider winning comfortably, and then it's Mick Flash, and back in third, Falcon 9 does a good job as well. Really impressive performance though by this youngster, son of Weston Augie, of course, a former national sprint winner. Sections there 5:47, 18:47, 30:02. Margins 4 lengths by 10 lengths. Congratulations to Chris Hulse and the connections with West Onsider, able to find the front and make all.
Yeah, early speed wins these kind of features, Shorty, and once he was able to get to the top, and the main dangers in Mick Flash and Falcon 9 had to do a lot of work just to get to second and third, and by then the bird had flown. He's still got to get a little bit stronger to the line now. He's going to be starting to step up in some harder company, but I do really think that he and Mick Flash look to be the two from the Puppy Classic, a bit like Stout Manly and West On Bray last year. I think those two were the ones that really went on to reach great heights last year. I think it's those two that can really step up into free-for-all company and be the ones that we're talking about in these listed features that pop out throughout the year.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the development of these youngsters as they work their way through the ranks. They've still got some nice, cheaper grade races to pick up though before they have to mix it with the big dogs on campus. Just quickly as well, Perth Cup and Galaxy right around the corner. Exciting this Saturday night's program. We start to see some of the genuine top liners back on the track, aiming up, getting their preparations cherry ripe for both the Perth Cup and the Galaxy. 12th and 19th of March, the heats and the final there, Brett. Be a huge year on track.
Christmas
and
for WA punters.
It is, and we urge anybody tuned in, make sure that you book in if you're looking to come along, because tickets will sell out fast, particularly in the restaurant region there, where things will be very popular for the Perth Cup and Galaxy. Let's get down to the business of finding some winners for this weekend though. We're going to head down to Mandurah on Friday night. My best bet, we're going to look to get it nice and early. It's the Molly Ringwald, looking pretty in pink. Molly's birthday last week too, so happy birthday to you gorgeous young lady. Gangnam Manelli is where we're going to be shopping here, Brett. Box number 8. This is the first run for 6 weeks for this greyhound, but you have a look through recent form. It's littered with really nice stuff. It was placed here in a country 4-5, is as lower grade as this dog's been in for a significant period of time. It won at Cannington over 520 in 30:07 recently. Just looks to be a different grade to what it's up against here. It's won 3 out of 5 from box number 8. Beautifully placed, nice and fresh. Should be somewhere near them and just be too strong. Blow them up over the concluding stages. Race 1, number 8, a Gangnam Manelli. And my value play comes up race 6, number 6, Sunset Givenchy. This greyhound's been racing pretty well against some decent Wednesday night company in recent weeks, and 2 of his last 3 placings in 29.96 and 30.06. Those times equate to some pretty handy gallops down there at Mandurah. If it can reproduce it, get the right sort of run here, I thought Sunset Givenchy could run a really good race, should get a decent price about it. 2 starts from box 6 in the past for a win and a placing, so the draw has been okay for the dog in the past. It looks a nice each way gamble to me. Friday night race 6, number 6, Sunset Givenchy. What about your good self Friday night? Who's your best?
Well, Molly Ringwald's birthday last week, and I reckon we're generating a bit extra income, the amount of plugs she gets on this show, but I'm going with race 9, number 8, Quartararo.
More floss.
Absolutely, please.
Yes.
Well, it's been working, so we're going to try and keep going. Look, I thought this greyhound's return to the track was very good last week. I think in its previous preparation, a lot of the talk was about, maybe he had lost a bit of that mid-race dash. Well, unsuitable draw, an unsuitable trip over that 405 metres. He really attacked the line hard. He showed a bit of mid-race dash. Now comes into a 5-dog free for over 490 metres. Boxes 1, 4 and 6 look to be all fence crashes. So he seems to be much more comfortable going around dogs, and back to the pet trip 490. He's still the king of this distance, and I think that he's got his best chance in a long time to get back in the winners list on Friday night. That's race 9, number 8, Quartararo. For a bit of value, more fairy floss.
The bubblegum. More bubblegum.
Yeah, absolutely. Good
the
chat
pink.
by me. Yep.
Holy dooly.
Race 4, number 8, Chaos Ball. This is a pretty even race. You've got greyhounds like Horton Millie. I'm not really sure how the market's going to go on Friday night. I think the main two chances are Chaos Ball and Horton Manelli. Chaos Ball was really game last week. Turbo Fun was right in its heels, and that Greyhound's very strong to the line. I just think Chaos Ball can, from an outside draw, can lead this field, and if left alone, there might be a bit of jamming on the inside. Birds with Bandit, a bit of speed. Paddy Whack likes to get to the outside. Just think Chaos Ball's got the best map and therefore can go on to win on Friday night. Race 4, number 8, Chaos Ball, to go with race 9, number 8, Quarteraro.
The Fairy Floss Kid, they're going to be calling him soon, punters. What about that? Pink for him, if you do not mind. Let's get into Cannington Saturday night action. My best bet, I'm going to go to the 600 metre race, race 11, Greyhound number 1, Hecton's Boy. I thought it was super impressive last week against a very similar lineup. Winner's time 34.83 was really good. Quite simply, if he reproduces that run here, I think he wins. So looked a bit of a standout to me. Race 11, number 1, Hecton's Boy. And one of my old mates, it's a lemon alert. It's a lemon alert, punters, because we're heading to race 5, number 5 in Popper Mono. Now, Popper Mono I thought was huge again last Saturday night. Cop checks, back in the pack, steamed home, just missed. He's up against some good opposition. So the Puppy Classic winner, West Onsider's drawn inside. He can browse draws inside. They are likely to take a bit of market percentage, and accordingly, I thought that might see Popper Mono get out to a decent quote on Saturday night. I'm happy to be with him. I really like the dog. He's third in the Sandy's My Mum Memorial going back a few weeks ago was excellent. Since then, he's been a really good winner, and then a really good second again last week. He's in the zone, chasing well. An ounce of luck, he'll be chiming in, turning for home. Hopefully, he can pick them up late, and hopefully at a reasonable price. So in recap, Saturday night, race 11, number 1, Hecton's Boy, my best, and the value, race 5, number 5 in Popper Mono. Over to you, Brett, Saturday night goodies?
Yeah, a bit healthier for me on Saturday night, Shorty, going with the Cherry in race 8, number 1, Sarong. This is a fantastic race last week between he and Vice Grip. I just think Sarong's got a far better draw here. Goes into box 1. He got held up for a fair bit around that bend and took a lot of ground off Vice Grip. Just think he might be a little bit more forward in his preparation. I still think Vice Grip's probably a better chance for the Perth Cup, but I think this Saturday night from box 1, Sarong's going to be able to hunt up on the fence, and I think he's going to be that little bit stronger to the line at this stage. So very keen to town with race 8, number 1, Sarong on Saturday night. That's a fantastic race. My value comes up in race 3, and that's number 7, Low Blow. Comes back to the track after a few weeks off. I think first up can show off a fair bit of early pace. There's a Greyhound in 5 called Wing. It is one of the biggest fence crashes in WA, so should be able to get plenty of room. Does stay out in the middle of the track, so I think Low Blow might sneak under the guard of the bookies on Saturday night, and I'm going to try and step in and take advantage. Race 3, number 7, Low Blow, along with race 8, number 1, Sarong.
Excellent work from you, Brett. Another fine performance. Huge weekend of chasing coming up again. If you're yet to make plans, get down to Mandurah on Friday night, or indeed down here to Cannington on Saturday night. Bring some friends, family. It's a great night out, especially with the weather at the moment, out on the grass.
Yeah.
Beautiful way to spend your Saturday night. Finding a winner or two. Brett, that's it for another week of Greyhound Gold. But the lucky people tuned in, they can do this all again this time next week, and join us for our next edition of Greyhound Gold.